Welcome, rich woman, to the Big Money Podcast, live from Mykonos in Greece this week. It's really sunny, so I'm gonna be the cool one that's recording this podcast episode with a pair of sunglasses on her eyes. It's like the cool people, it's what they do. Couldn't be more pumped, more excited for this episode. I had massive contemplations, massive personal business breakthroughs happening in the last week that I've decided so much is happening in my life. The way I make decisions, how I move. The Rich and Happy company is growing at lightning speed, that I'm gonna use those Monday episodes now really to document my journey, for me, for you, for us. And this is feedback I've received over and over again from clients, that you just love it to see in real life how I'm acting, the decisions I'm making, and what is happening. A couple months ago, we actually had my feminine wealth rituals, and in those rituals for 2 weeks, I took you behind the scene of my life and literally shared in real time what's happening and how I'm reacting, what it means, and the feedback has been insane. So I thought, okay, if this is of massive value to you, let me just do it right now, right here, every single week. So as I've currently said, I'm in Mykonos, Greece, and I want to give you some insights of how I've ended up here. It was May 1st. My husband and I, we were in Berlin seeing my friends, my family, and my intention was really to stay longer. And so far, we really had a hard time finding a place to stay. The Airbnbs have been super overpriced, $400-$500 a night for nothing wow. The same with hotels. We just couldn't find anything, or we found something we liked, but then we only could stay for a couple days here. Then we would have to move to the next place, and just nothing was easy, nothing where I'm yeah, let's do it. So something that was on my agenda a long time ago was I really wanted to go back to Cologne, where I used to live, say goodbye to some friends I haven't seen in 4 years, we realized, but it was really on my heart and soul to do that. So the universe, right, just never forgets any of the wishes you put out there. So what has happened, which I thought was, again, genius. These are the moments where I'm this is so much bigger. This universe, God, the creator, however you want to name it, literally doesn't forget anything. So that day we had to move out. It was May 1st. We had to move out at our current hotel, I think by 12 or 1 or 11, something like that. And I'm okay, we really got to book something now, because we haven't had a place, nothing, no plan. We just knew, okay, today we got to book out, check out. So what had happened, I had an impulse. I actually don't know. It's literally, I had an impulse I followed, and I've ended up and told my husband, hey, it's too funny. I had this impulse to check, and there's literally one room at this place we wanted to stay in Cologne. And I'm guess what? We're just going in the next 90 minutes to Cologne. So we booked our place in Cologne, we booked our train ticket, and literally 2 hours later, after having that impulse, we were on the train to Cologne. And that's a 5-hour train ride from Berlin to Cologne. And since we booked last minute, I think our train ride was almost $400 for 2 people, which I kind of thought was a little bit insane. And it's not so much about the money, but it's really for me about the value you receive, right? And I'm is this really the value I feel is a good deal? And my answer was no. But whatever. Obviously, we paid. We're on the train and we did go. So again, you gotta be so careful with those freaking thoughts you're having, because what has happened? So if you're new to the German train system, let me tell you this. If the train is delayed by an hour, you get 25% back of your ticket. If it's delayed by 2 hours or longer, you get 50% back of your ticket. So for my parents work for the train. I've been on the freaking trains in Germany my whole life. It's been a massive, we always traveled by train. And what has happened? I've never heard this before. It was literally after an hour being on the train, there was an announcement dear ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately there are mostly cows on the track, and we gotta take a detour. So we're gonna arrive our next station 30 minutes later. We're oh, interesting, okay. But I had to laugh. I've never heard, I've heard so many reasons, or yeah, why trains are running late, but never that cows were on the track. So I kind of thought it's hilarious, and I appreciated that the German train system is taking good care of the animals, and it matters. We arrived in Cologne exactly 2.5 hours later, and now we got 50% of our train ticket back. And earlier that day, I thought if this train ticket would have been $200 for us, I would have found this appropriate. And I'm genius. this universe, right? It's like, this is a thought I'm having. This is the power master manifesto I am. I'm like, ooh, like I'm always happy to pay, and I always have a price. I personally believe it's a good value exchange for me. And that was on this train ride for 2 people, $200, but not 400. Universe immediately delivers, right? And we're like, this is so freaking genius. So I had to laugh about myself. I'm like, I gotta clarify. I'm like, how I'm asking for my manifestations. Yeah. And that was the day it happened. So again, we were in Cologne for a week, and our reservation was over after a week, and we're like, what are we gonna do? Again, I still wanted to go back to Berlin, wanted to chill there. Like, my gym is there, my friends are there, my parents are there. I'm like, just haven't been for a long time to be so long and close to my family that I was really craving it. So again, we're looking for flights, trains. Everything was like, the prices I just didn't feel. And even when you have the money, people think it's like you just spend it on everything. I don't. I still want to see the value. I still want to have this, good deal. As I'm like, it's worth it. And then also there was construction going on. So it's just like so many things were like, no. Again, we couldn't find a place in Berlin. Like, the prices people charge for me is just outrageous in the city. It's like minimum you have to spend is like $2,500 a week on a trashy apartment. And I'm like, nah. It's just not how I live. It's also not what I want to pay $10,000 a month on something trashy. It's just, I don't feel it. So that day, and we had to check out on a Wednesday, on a Friday. Wednesday or Friday, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the night before, I'm like, something I do, and this is really cool for you as well to do, if you are spontaneous and in tune like my husband and I'm just like, hey, go to Google Flights, and I'm putting in like the airports where I wanted to leave from. In this case was Cologne and Düsseldorf in Germany. And then you can select go to anywhere, and I selected the next day, and I put a maximum price and nonstop. It's something I value. I just want to have nonstop flights. So, and I checked what came up, and it was very interesting. And Mykonos and Greece came up, and I'm like, hey honey, have you ever been to Greece? And he's like, no. I'm like, want to fly to Mykonos, Greece tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, why not? So this happened. Then I'm like, let me just go to yoga, and then we're gonna book everything. So I'm going to yoga, and I have this Spotify playlist with all my liked songs, and it's over 3,500 liked songs. I must have liked since I've been having Spotify, probably for over 10 years. And all of a sudden in my playlist, a song popped up I haven't listened to in ages, like really. And I liked it as late teenager, probably when I was 18, 16, 17, 18, like that. And that song is Mykonos by Fleet Foxes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a freaking sign, right? So I'm coming back from yoga. We're booking our flights to Mykonos, Greece. We're finding easy hotels, like everything flow. And again, from impulse to being in Greece, it was less than 12 hours. And I'm like, creator, you're just genius. I'm like, if I just take the resistance out and just surrender to you, to the impulses of life, the plan you have for me, I'm like, life is just going to be so easy, right? It's like insane. So this really has been my week. And what I wanted to share with you is I'm like, how much more can you surrender? How much more can you be fine with? Yes, you can have a plan, and this aspect of, yes, I want it to happen like that. And at the same time, if it happens differently, if it shows up differently in life, it's also okay. It's also fine. And if you ask yourself, in the next 12 hours, do you really want to be at the place where you're currently at, or maybe somewhere else? And the creator, the universe, I just love to say the creator, is so a powerful connection for me, always has a plan, always has a place, always wants to give us everything, but we have to be open for that. So this was so magical that happened in the last week I wanted to share. And as always, when I listen to my intuition, when I listen to my impulses, what is happening, that business also grows. Business also grows like crazy. And if I haven't shared this with you, I'm currently in this challenge. It's called I Made It May by my sister, Bridget James Link. I'm gonna post our affiliate link below this video. And it's really for a whole month. First, we dedicated to 1,000 women coming together. Now we're committed to 10,000 women coming together in I Made It May to fully make it happen. Whatever your goal is, you're just gonna make it happen. It's like women constantly are posting their wins, their love for life, like next level growth goals they are having, like contemplating their story, their genius, why we're so powerful. And for myself, as someone that really had some massive massive sisterhood wound. This group, this I Made It May challenge, over 1,000 women now and becoming 10,000 women by the end of this month, is just so healing. And I can't wait for us to make it happen and have 10,000 women on a final celebration Zoom call, because it's gonna heal so much for all of us, for all women, for all sisters. Like, the energy, the healing that's available for all of us is being part of this. It's just so insane, because women heal under woman. If we come together as sisters, really, like, just being together, healing together, growing together, like, the sky isn't even the limit. Like, the love, the heart we can create is just so out of this world. So just something I really wanted to share with you. It's only $33, and the best part is, if you join through our affiliate link, the link below this video, this challenge goes till the end of May. We are gonna have a Love and Wealth Explosion Telegram VIP group afterwards, which is included just with me. And it's gonna be really powerful, going deeper into the concepts, and it's really holding this momentum of this challenge for another week. Like I said, this is gonna be the best $33 ever invest in you, in your heart, in your soul, in your business growth, in your devotion, and also in other women. Trusting and being held by other women is just something so magical. I feel it's like this massive healing massage for the heart when we are actually supported and held by other women. Because as a woman, we know this from men, right? What happens when a man is there, when a man protects you, when a man holds you. And then I feel there's this whole other aspect, what happens when we've created this holy sisterhood room in which we learn again to trust other women, to show up together, to understand. Like, I'm sharing this of my sister Bridget, is like, I get a small affiliate commission. I'm not doing it for the affiliate commission. I'm doing this for the movement, for the healing of the collective of women that is happening in this community. And if we like stand up and support each other's businesses like that, I mean, contemplate this. What we are creating for us, for the industry, for female business owners, it is just so healing. It is so powerful. Like, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. So if you haven't signed up, do it. And of course, do it through our affiliate link, and make sure you send the receipt afterwards to support@richandhappiness.com so they can put you on the list for the Telegram experience. I love you so much. I will be back next week. The music started. It's time for the rave now in Mykonos, Greece. It's time for me to enjoy, to dance, and I will see you next week, same place, same here on YouTube or any of the podcast channels. I love you. So grateful you're here. Let's make your life rich and happy.